What is up, everyone? This is me, Prasanna, here, going live for another YouTube video. I'm this time joined by three guests. Surprisingly, people have decided to join me. I don't know why, but um, I've got two friends from Super Machans here. I've got Bharat, I've got Sachin, who is all the way from Dubai, and I've got my very good friend from the 12th Man Show Watch Along. He's the one who coordinates and does all the watch alongs with most of the fan clubs, Janush. So,
Hey
warm
guys,
welcome to all of you. Um, you can probably just introduce yourselves and like who you follow in cricket, football, and just like that. So, Janush.
Hola, this is Sachin here. So it's been great. You know, changing countries, changing places doesn't mean that you're gonna lose your interest in your own team. You're
Exactly.
home always. It's like far from my home. Still keep the support going on. I don't even throw my jerseys. My jerseys are the one which I wear daily for my practice, for my jogging, for my gym. I just have my Indian team jersey, my football Chennai jersey. It keeps
Yeah,
going. It never fades for the country which you were born in. The motherland is motherland always.
exactly.
Yeah,
absolutely. I am just super excited because I live in Ahmedabad. We have two tests and five T20s over here at the Motera Stadium, and I'm just buzzing to go into that stadium and watch the matches. But yeah, we do all the watch-alongs, football, talking football. Today is a new occasion to talk about cricket. The T20 squads are out. Super excited to talk it with you guys.
So, Bharat, we he actually joined me before for one live match reaction for Chennai FC when we drew with FC Goa, and he's here with us today.
You
And
can also tell
Bharat,
that we lost to Goa. That no issues
yeah.
about telling like this because we lose. We lost three
let's
times against them.
let's talk about that another day. This is just cricket, so we'll probably stick to this. So this is basically the squad which was announced for the T20 series, which starts on March 12th. All five T20s are scheduled to be in Ahmedabad, as we found some Janush who is super buzzing, and because all the five T20s are in Ahmedabad. How many matches are you going for, by the way?
See, I'm going for at least two or three of the 5 days of the first test match. Similarly for the second test match, and then at least three of the T20s. That's my schedule as of now. But it can go plus or minus. I don't know.
Go fire.
Me and Sachin are trying not to be jealous, but yeah,
I would the whole month in the stadium, man. Come on.
exactly.
It's
Because
just
because
see.
during the second test match in Chennai, you get all your friends in Insta and WhatsApp going, Chepak, on Buden, and I'm like, please don't get jealous, please don't get jealous, don't get jealous. But it's sometimes commitments come first, and there's always a next
Yeah,
time
absolutely.
to see many matches there, and there will be definitely a time where we will see another match there. But let us just go to the squad, which I think you all can see on the screen.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah,
obviously,
we can.
so there's actually a few good additions. Suryakumar Yadav, Ishan Kishan, Rahul Tewatia. Bhuvaneswar Kumar finally comes back into the squad. Varun Chakravarti comes into the squad. He should have played in Australia, but unfortunately he got injured and replaced by Natarajan, who is also in the squad.
Yep.
The one who missed out, Manish Pandey is injured. Samson misses out, and Agarwal misses out. And Bumrah is rested, which I thought is a good break. Which I think is a good break for him because he's been playing non-stop for quite a while now. And even though he
So
got,
I would like to jump in over here because Bumrah is a hometown boy. He's an Ahmedabad guy, okay?
yeah,
And five T20s, at least keep him in the squad to play one or two. Okay, I understand we want to rest him and everything, but this is his home ground. This is where he grew up. I remember we used to train together at the same stadium when I used to play cricket, and
wow.
he used to train just behind my house. So I went for coaching over there, and this is where he's grown up. And Motera Stadium is the stadium where he went for training as well. He kind of trained from that adolescent period to that senior period, from where went on to Mumbai Indians. So I just feel that T20 is where he started his career, right? So I just wish that first series over here at the Motera, the new Motera Stadium. I just hope that he could have played one or two T20. So I was shocked to not see Jasprit Bumrah into the squad, but then yes, the rest and the kind of workload division and everything that they talk about makes sense.
I mean, he's going to play two test matches anyway. Even though he's rested for the second test, he's going to play the other two
Yeah.
test matches, which is going to be
Yep.
very important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'd like to get everyone's views. I'm not necessarily any other. You can just probably raise your hand and then you can make a point or something. I'm not particular about going in any order. So
No,
anyone who
see,
wants to? Okay, yeah, Sachin.
you
Yeah,
take the pitch of the ground which is built now. It is not a spin pitch. The first
yeah,
match was completely a spin pitch. We all knew Chennai is made for spin.
yeah.
Pitch as the day progresses, maybe the second day, third day, the pitch turns off and it only supports spin. It doesn't support anything else. It supports only spin. But if you
Exactly.
go to the part, we need pace bowlers.
Yeah.
So Tanush, you said we might give it a lot of days to see Bhuvaneswar Kumar on the own ground because we need a lot of pace bowlers over there. I don't think they'll go for more than 2 spinners in the squad. Maybe maximum.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not too sure that how many spinners of fast bowlers they'll take, because when they played the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy over here, right, the T20 domestic trophy at the same Motera Stadium, we didn't see a lot of high scores. We saw a lot of low scoring matches, and we saw it didn't matter. It was not spinning that much. Anyway, the white ball doesn't spin that much, but the fast bowlers were getting something off the pitch, and even the spinners were getting something off the pitch. So what I feel is both the spinners and the pace bowlers will be equally responsible, unlike what happened in Chennai. So point well made that I mean Bumrah will get a lot of action in the next two test matches.
Bharat.
Yeah. And what about
Yeah, by the way, the pitch looks like the well prepared for the England conditions rather than talking about Indian conditions here, because it looks like farmland, as they used to say. It's so green. I don't even see any spin going to occur in this kind of a pitch. It's really surprising why they made such kind of a pitch, especially against England. They are very good in playing in this kind of conditions. That's really surprising, for me.
I mean, like, even though there's still like 4 or 5 days, even though there's still a gap of 4 or 5 days, but before talking about this, I want to ask you before two things actually. One is apparently Chennai pitch being termed as a poor pitch because apparently it took too much of spin.
Okay.
And second one, they are talking about like Virat Kohli, he expressed some form of kind of dissent towards the umpire, and they're talking about maybe saying like banning him for one test. So I just want to get all of your thoughts on and saying about the so-called port pitch, but I think it's completely nonsense because when it spins and bounces heavy in Australia and England for first day, and all we get is, oh, Indians cannot play pace, we cannot play swing, we can only play on flat decks, blah blah blah. But when we prepare a spin pitch, it's the opposite. It's like, oh, this is a poor day for poor pitch for test match cricket. It's a day 5 pitch. You cannot last for 5 days, especially from the likes of Michael Vaughan. And especially if you all follow this one guy on Twitter, he's called Daniel Alexander. I don't know how much of you know him, but like
Follow your WhatsApp status something.
yeah, exactly. Okay, I'll start with Bharat. Bharat, Sachin, and then Janush can go in that order. Bharat.
Yeah. First of all, talking about this kind of a bad pitch, just like what you said, I don't see anything that's bad about this pitch, because if you go to England, they prepare pitches which suits for their conditions, right? Like it's always a farmland, it's always green, especially when you see Lords.
Yeah.
It's always green in the first 2 to 3 days, and it supports seam because England players play seam better than any other players in the world. So that's how they prepare their conditions, and it doesn't sound like what you say. They didn't handle the game properly, they didn't handle the spin properly, and you call it a bad pitch. Come on, that's really what you say, a stupidity kind of a thing from ICC. I don't think that it's even bad, because we prepared the spinner's pitch because that's how we play well. We play the spin well, and that's why we are preparing that. That's the home conditions. That's the home advantage you see, right? Like, I mean, what do you call, like that's the home advantage, and that's what you want if you are playing in a home conditions. And I don't see anything wrong in that kind of preparing that kind of pitches.
See, it's all in the pain. They have the pain.
Yeah.
They lose a match which they couldn't believe that they could have lost that badly, and
Yeah.
they want to express it in a way. They don't have any other ways to express it. We all know it's in the pain. They're all shouting off. It's the pain of their ass, which they're all shouting off, because in the first match, no one even gave a damn about the pitch.
Exactly.
Everyone was like, "Oh my God, this is the best play. This is a match. We threw India down and all." And moreover, in the second match, all the talks, all the words were demolished by Ashwin's performance.
Exactly.
A bowler coming down and
Exactly.
hitting a century, whereas the top orders of England couldn't even cross 30s.
Yeah.
Like, so funny. Oh my God, here it is. Here's the answer for you guys. A bowler of Indian cricket team can hit a century in the same ground, whereas you guys couldn't even score a half century. So it's funny.
Couldn't agree
Absolutely,
more.
And exactly. if you
and I
see-
think
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dennis,
yeah, I was. Yeah, what I was saying was Ashwin showed the England batsmen that how you can play on that pitch. It's that attacking cricket that you can play on that pitch. If you get it right, you get it right. Even when you saw Rohit Sharma play in his first innings and getting that 160, he kept his intent very positive. He was not thinking about the spin and being trying to be defensive. Virat Kohli had a different technique where he was kind of being defensive, but that is Virat Kohli. He's a class apart player and therefore he can do that. For England players who cannot play spin well, we even saw Moeen Ali get those sixes, right? Because he showed that intent and he showed that positivity, which was not shown by the other England players. Because even with the new ball, the ball was not turning that much in the first innings or in the second innings. It was turning a little bit, but not that much. But they couldn't capitalize on that, and therefore I think they missed a trick over there. Maybe at least one or two players who can just go out there and play their innings rather than being defensive and trying to save the wicket because it's a test match. Because from day one, from first session, we knew that this is not going to be a more than 250 300 pitch for the first inning score. So if they could have been more attacking, the kind of difference would have been less for the first innings, and then they could have gone into something better into the second innings. But it was all to blame for. I mean, I think Michael Vaughan or I think Harsha Bogle said this about the two test matches in Chennai, that the toss was more important in the first test match than in the second. No matter
Yeah.
who would have won the second test match toss, it would have been same for both the teams. Both the teams would have faced the same conditions.
But anyway, the pitch was made a result pitch for the second test anyway, and
Yeah.
like England, you said that they could probably have players who could play their own game. They had Ben Stokes, but what to do? He cannot get off Ravichandran Ashwin's pocket yet. Or I think this is the 10th time or 11th time he's got him on test cricket. That's a staggering record. I think he joins the elite list of Thirumanna, Warner, all those people who got out to Ashwin 10 or more times in test. Even Alistair Cook, you can argue for that matter.
Yeah.
So let's get back to the T20s. I'll share the score again. So Suryakumar Yadav, finally he has got his call. He has been deserving it for so long. He has been playing superbly in IPL. We all know he's been a wonderful player. Before even for KKR, for the last 2-3 years for Mumbai Indians, he's been performing on a consistent basis. And even Ishan Kishan, who just scored 173 in the.
Wow.
I'll just finish. He just
That
scored
was
like
awesome.
173 in the Vijay Hazare Trophy earlier today. And Rahul Tewatia is back. Interesting to see what he brings to the team. He is a quality leg spinner as well as a wonderful, well as a lower order hitter. Natarajan, as usual. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, finally good to see him back. Probably our best bowler in this tour, without a doubt, because even with Bumrah, you could get a case for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar being the best dead bowler because he's been more consistent. And same on it. Bharat, you can probably pitch in any extra points which I wanted to add.
Okay, the first point is finally we are able to see Varun Chakravarti back in the squad without being injured right now. Because the last time he was there, he was injured, and then you know what happened. So yeah, now it will be interesting to see what the result goes on, because if we can win the first 3 T20s in a row, then we'll be able to see all those players like Varun Chakravarti and then Suryakumar Yadav getting a chance. I don't see Suryakumar Yadav getting a chance in the first 3 matches, because I really feel that Virat Kohli will be holding that number 3 spot and Shreyas Iyer will be holding the number 4 spot. And it's more likely that Hardik Pandya will come to number 5 as well. So I don't see Suryakumar Yadav playing at. I mean, if India doesn't win the first 2 or 3 matches, or maybe depending upon the conditions, or if India team want to rest someone, it will be interesting to see where Ishan Kishan and Suryakumar Yadav comes into the team. When do they come? And it will be interesting to see them playing for India, because it's been, as you said, it's been a long time. I mean, it's the first time, I think. Yeah. So everyone wanted to see Suryakumar Yadav back in for the Indian team playing for the blue jersey, apart from playing for Mumbai Indians. And it's finally going to happen. And yeah, even I'm really happy for him, because he used to be so consistent, but the selectors never used to look at him. And I also want to look at how he manages Virat Kohli, because the last time these two were against each other, in the same ground, they were like a lot of, what happened, semi-finals, I think, of last year. So yes, it will be interesting to see what they. Pardon? This year.
It was a league game, by the way, and I think Suryakumar Yadav, I think, kind of quashed all the so-called rumors that were spreading. I think he's on Twitter. It's like everything's good between us. So yeah.
Yeah, there's obviously I'm just talking about what happened in the match. What happened after. So that's a cool thing. There are a lot of new faces. That's really, what is it? It's so good to see that India not sticking with the same old squad which used to be before. going with the same squad again and again for each tour. We are able to see new players coming who have performed very well in IPL. So which really means that, if you perform well in IPL, you can get a chance in Indian team. For example, Varun Chakravarti is a big example. He haven't played much of Ranji Trophy, what do you say, Syed Mustaq Ali and all, but he is in the Indian squad just because of his IPL performance, and that's really good to see. Even though many can argue that how can IPL performance, especially in Dubai, what is it, alter the conditions. I mean, the selectors, but this is interesting to see how he brings in, what he brings into the squad, because there is Chahal, there is Rahul Tewatia, two leg spinners, but again, Varun Chakravarti, if given a chance, he can be a leader leg spinner, a mystery spinner any day. And I'm really satisfied with the squad. A lot of new faces, and let's hope that all these guys can bring in a final victory for us, or if not, like at least 3-2.
Yeah, Sachin.
Yeah, man, this team definitely deserves the trophy. This team should lift the trophy. If they don't, then something wrong with us, because this is the strongest team anyone can see literally right now in the international T20s matches. And look at the team, man. Damn, there's no one you can just pick out and throw out. That the selectors are going to be really pissed. Virat Kohli is going to be pissed. Who to choose, what to choose, because anyways you choose either of them, the media and people are going to criticize him. Like, why didn't take him? Why didn't take him? But we know it's all in the depending on the pitch condition, the weather condition, and all the things. But as I said previously, I read a lot of blogs and a lot of the people's comments saying that Ahmedabad pitch, the latest one, the new one after the rebuilding, it was purely for the fast bowlers. So I think the fast bowlers are pretty lined up, because Natarajan was the top performer in the IPL, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, we don't need a word about him. And
Yeah.
talking about Deepak here, we lost his consistency like the previous IPL, the 2019 IPL. He was the best in CSK. He was the
Yeah.
best fast bowler. But this time, I feel that Shardul Thakur overtake Deepak Shah. He did much better than Deepak Shah this time. So I think maybe it depends. Same like Bharat said, it all depends on the matches and weather condition, where we could choose only 2 or 3 pace bowlers, and maybe it changes on the first 2 matches. The results may change. So it all depends on what they choose. But yeah, Ishan Kishan, I don't think so. He's gonna be in the squad for the first 2 to 3 matches unless we win, and unless we win or have a lead in the trophy thing. And who else is there? We go with all rounders. So what do you think? Who's your probably 11? Who's your best 11? What do you think of this?
No, we'll go to that later, but I'll get a word from Janush as well on this.
All right.
Yeah, what I feel is that there is a team with a lot of people who played well in the IPL and have done little good things over here and there in the domestic seasons as well. But then at the same time, I also feel that they're trying these squads out, they're trying these players out so that they can get ready for the T20 World Cup that is coming up, right? So I think this is a good base to start with for that T20 World Cup. I think they know that the test championship is coming to an end, and now they know that the next thing that is coming up is the T20 World Cup. So I think that is where they're preparing the squad. They're checking out all these players who've performed well in the IPL in the domestic seasons and seeing what they can do. Players like Varun Chakravarti, players like Rahul Tewatia, Suryakumar Yadav, they've all done so well in the IPL. So we are hoping to see them, and they always know that there are backups to all of these players. I mean, we know that Kuldeep Yadav is out, and we are not seeing Kulcha anymore, and he's sort of out of form as well. So I think giving a good mix with Chahal as well, because I remember in the last 1 or 2 years, it was like Chahal was feeling all the pressure for taking the wickets, keeping the pressure on from one side, whereas Kuldeep was not able to do that from the other side. So it's good to see some freshness in the squad as well. Akshay Patel on his home ground will be good to see him as well. He's doing well in the test. Let's see what he does with the T20s as well. And the other players, I mean the fast bowlers, and I mean the 11 is still set. It's the bench that has been changed completely. That is what I feel. The 11 is still going to be very similar to what we usually see, but it's the bench that's going to change, and that will come into place once we maybe win the first 3, or maybe we're in a good spot after the first 3 T20s. That and only then I feel all the other players will be tested out. Other than that, I feel they're just going to get the experience of being in the India camp, I guess.
What I feel is like even when we were playing Australia, Rohit Sharma was injured and they had to open with Rahul and Dhawan, and Rahul had a superb series. Dhawan got starts, but I think that would be like a tough choice for Kohli who to open with, whether he'll go for the because Rohit Sharma and Dhawan have been a trusted pair, and Rahul and Rohit Sharma they have got good opening starts, but not as much as Sharma and Dhawan, I feel. So it's a tough thing, as Sachin said, because you can literally pick it. You can pick and choose anyone, and they will literally fit into a squad because all of them are talented. All of them have talents. And I would like to see Hardik Pandya bowl sometime, but I'm not sure what's happening.
No, I think he's fit for bowling because we saw him bowl 5 to 10 overs last time, right?
When
I don't know.
I think I think it was the ODIs where we were lacking anything, and ODI or the Test match in Australia.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think the first Test match in Australia.
He bowled
He
10
bowled in the
overs.
ODI, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He
Okay,
bowled
yeah, the
around 5
ODIs.
to 6
the ODI, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think probably he'll be bowling maybe 2 to 3 overs in the fast.
Definitely,
Replacing
yeah.
someone not able to get the wicket, get the ball moving out. And who's missing Kedar Jadhav?
Well, he's gone to SRH, so one
I mean,
context, all four of us are CSK fans, so yeah, we are all, yeah. I mean, let SRH have him.
I think Hardik Pandya still has some back problems and some back issues that are not allowing to bowl freely. But I think once he starts bowling again, he's the top asset that we have in our team. He kind of brings that balance together. We've been struggling to find that balance in the Test match is sorted. The Test match we are sorted. But that balance in the ODIs and the limited over cricket is something where Hardik Pandya fits perfectly. He's kind of the topping of everything, and he kind of fits the whole squad together. So I think with his bowling, if he starts bowling again, during these T20s, we'll be able to see a very, very, very compact and a very good squad, because then it allows India to play one more batsman, which adds on to the batting strength and the bowling strength as well. So yeah.
So one question I wanted to ask you: would you put Ishan Kishan and Pant in the same team? Because given that Pant would be as a wicket keeper, would you put Ishan Kishan as a bat? Would you I won't say risk, but given the form he's in, would you put Ishan Kishan in the playing 11, or will you probably say give him like 2 or 3 T20s, and then we'll try him out for the last two games?
I think it
If
depends.
yeah, go ahead, Sachin.
I think it depends on Pant because Pant gives a performance which we all couldn't complain. And, in the next span of 6 to 7 months, he gives a performance which we didn't see in the past 6 months.
Yeah.
The consistency of the Pant has not been regular. It's not been a throughout performance. It's been like a break. He gets a break and then he goes again. He gets a break and then he goes up again. This Test performance, it was completely a good thing for me. It was like, oh my God, is it Pant who's playing, who didn't even perform for the past 6 to 7 months in the Indian cricket team?
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends on Pant. It completely depends on Pant. But the priority goes to Pant. Obviously, the Pant should be the wicket keeper, and he will be the wicket keeper, I suppose.
I would add one thing here. When seeing Rishabh Pant, I mean, you were saying past 6 months. I think he has become more mature, because before he just used to come in and slog literally every single ball. Now he's doing the calculated slogging, even though he gets out on slogs, but that's his game. You cannot question him. But at least we can say he's more mature now compared to what he was before.
But he's not in a situation like a Dhoni, because Dhoni didn't have any competition or anything with him. He was like, see, I shouldn't be saying this even as Dhoni fan, but to be honest, whatever you do, Dhoni knew he was going to be in the team.
Yeah.
Going to go out. But Pant is not like that. But for Pant, for him to stay in the squad, for him to stay in the playing 11, he needs to keep going. And that is what we all expect right now, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. I feel
Rishabh
go
Pant is
for
having,
it.
I mean, Rishabh Pant is having competition, especially for wicket keeping. There are almost 4 keepers lining up. Dhoni didn't have such kind of competition at all. For example, if you see Rishabh Pant is having Sanju Samson down his neck, is having Ishan Kishan, who plays the same way, the left-hander, and he also plays the same way. And he was also having Lokesh Rahul as a competitor, because he keeps wickets as well. So it's very tough to be in Rishabh Pant's position, and the only thing he can do is to score runs, to give competitive scores. He knows that the competition is there, and I think Prasanna asked whether you would put both Rishabh Pant and Ishan Kishan in the same team. Okay, if you ask me, yes, I would, but Ishan Kishan is still a bit inexperienced when it comes to the international stage, and maybe give him one match before deciding upon. Especially Shikhar Dhawan is not in the greatest of form for Delhi either. For Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, we saw that Shikhar Dhawan was not that much great, whereas Ishan Kishan was performing consistently. So maybe you can open Ishan Kishan along with Rohit Sharma, or maybe give him Ishan Kishan at number 4, which we used to see at Mumbai Indians. So Sachin told us actually, because this squad, you can put in anyone at any position, but still they play, still they perform, and it's really going to be a biggest headache for Virat Kohli and Ravi Shastri.
So
Yeah, Janusz,
I
yeah.
mean yeah. So whatever, like I mean, Ishan Kishan with Rishabh Pant, I'm not sure how we'll fit into the 11 because Rishabh Pant is the wicket keeper. He's going to slog. You know that your top two are final between. I most probably it's going to be Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan to start off at the top two. Then it's going to be Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer. Sorry, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, something like that, and then Shreyas Iyer or someone, and then Rishabh Pant comes in with Hardik Pandya. I mean, it's going to be either one of them misses out or something like that. So I'm not sure how Ishan Kishan fits into this kind of 5 or 6 batsmen that we have. But if Ishan Kishan is going to get his debut in this series, it's going to be in place of Rishabh Pant and not alongside Rishabh Pant. That is what I feel.
Okay, so having said that, we'll all go into our probable 1 to 11. That's so hard to pick. You three if you pick first, I'm trying to spin my head around who there's obviously some fixed slots, but overall 11 would be questionable. So we'll probably go reverse this time. Janusz, you can probably go for your 1 to 11.
No, so I'm just kind of fixating on who I want because I said a lot of names right now, and then I'm thinking, okay, I just picked one extra batsman, so I'll just make
Yeah.
my squad right now, and I get back.
Yeah. It's tough to see because like anyone who has anyone who has their 1 to 11 and I can go for it.
All right, give us a minute.
Sachin?
Yeah.
So okay, so my possible 11 is starting
Yeah.
with same Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, the openers,
Mm-hmm.
and down with Virat Kohli,
Yeah.
and then comes KL.
Yeah.
Following him will be Shreyas Iyer. So KL and Shreyas Iyer gives a very good combination of the partnership. We all know that. So
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
first 6 overs, the power play overs, we lose wickets early, and then still these two can keep it going. And then comes the hitters. Hitters will be like Hardik Pandya and Pant. So they both start hitting the balls. So that ends my batting lineup, which is Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, KL, Shreyas Iyer, Hardik Pandya, and Pant. And going on to the bowling, I think there should be 2 bowlers. One is Chahal for sure, and I mean 2 bowlers for the spin. So one is Chahal for sure, and the next one can be either Akshar Patel or Sundar, but I go with Sundar. And then the final one, the bowling, how much is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, the four fast bowlers should be Bhuvi and I'll go with Natarajan.
Well, that's a strong lineup. And yeah, Bharat.
Okay, so I will actually go with Rohit Sharma and Lokesh Rahul as openers because I don't see like Shikhar Dhawan has been struggling for the past few months,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to even if you see the IPL, apart from the 300 he scored in 200 or whatever. After that, it comes to and then I would really go with Rohit Sharma, and Lokesh Rahul, even though you may call it
Bharat, you are breaking up. So
but still, yeah. Can you hear me now?
yeah, now it's better.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm streaming on mobile data. So that's why the
Oh,
structure
okay.
is
Happened.
happening.
Hmm.
So the opening pair would be Rohit Sharma and Lokesh Rahul. One down would be Virat Kohli. Two down would be Shreyas Iyer. Three down would be Rishabh Pant. Four down would be Hardik Pandya. Or depending upon the how the match goes, the order changes. But this is how the top six would be. So I would go with this top six because we got a lot of depth in the batting itself. And I would like to include Washington Sundar at number 7. He also brings in a lot of stability to the bowling as well as the batting. And then at number 8, I would be having maybe Rahul Tewatia, but I would prefer Yuzvendra Chahal because he brings in a lot of spin option to the team as well. And at number 9, I would be having Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Number 10, I would be having Deepak Chahar. And number 11, I'd be having Natarajan. I'm choosing this because considering the pitch right now at Ahmedabad, it's like it's greeny top. So I don't want to indulge in 3 spinners and all. I'd be going with 3 fast bowlers, Hardik Pandya and extra seamer, and then 2 spinners in the name of Yuzvendra Chahal and Washington Sundar.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Jamal.
mean, I've sorted out somehow. So Dhawan, Rohit, Kohli, the top three. I mean, that is my top three. Then I'm
Yeah.
going for KL Rahul. Then uh,
I see
Pandya
something
and Pant.
dancing behind you like a teddy bear or something.
That's my friend. He's here for the night.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go on, go on.
Yeah. So KL Rahul, Pandya, then Pant, and then I'm going for three seamers. So Natarajan, Saini, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Those are my three seamers. And then Chahal will be the obvious spin option there. And for the fifth bowling option, because I'm guessing that Pandya will not bowl. So if Pandya bowls, then one of the seamers will be cancelled out, and you can add one more spinner in,
Yeah.
maybe a Sundar or someone. But if Pandya doesn't bowl, then this is what my lineup will be: is Natarajan, Saini, Bhuvi, and then Chahal will come in as the spinner. And out of Akshar, Varun, and Sundar, I think out of these three, I think one can be picked up. I think probably will be Washington Sundar, but not sure who will be.
Yeah,
But
finally,
Akshar
I'll
Patel
go
has the
for
home
me.
conditions. He has played a lot of
Yeah.
matches for
So therefore,
Ahmedabad.
therefore,
I
yeah. I mean, it's a new stadium and it's a home. That is why I put Akshar in the mix as well. But because Sundar brings that like all round experience, like he bats much better than Akshar Patel. Therefore, I feel I've added Sundar over there.
But one more thing is that he
Because
also brings that flavor in the power play, which Akshar Patel, I don't think, like, even though he's done for Delhi Capitals, but still, I think Washington Sundar is a better power play bowler than or is he, Akshar Patel. And
absolutely,
when
and
comes,
also you talked about. I'll just like to put one point in. As you talked about the green pitch, right? So I think there'll be bounce and pace on the pitch, and we saw Sundar play really well in Australia. So I
full
think
pace,
he
yeah,
adds that over here as well.
that's
Okay,
true, yeah.
so my
And
1
we
to
don't know
11.
how go ahead, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, like the 30-20 against Australia, this is what we went up with. We went. I'll probably share that one. Give me a sec. Basically, this is what we went with. Hoping everyone can, all of you can see it. Or
Yeah.
Yep, we can.
so probably in this lineup, I'll probably instead of Dhawan, maybe Rohit. Sorry, I'll go. Obviously, Samson is not there, so in place of him, I'll probably put KR Rahul, Rohit Dhawan opening, Kohli at number 3, KR Rahul number 4, Shreyas at number 5, Pandya at 6, and that plays Sundar for or Akshar Patel. It's up for question, but I'll probably put Sundar in there. And you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4. You're talking about the other 4 places. You can take. I'll probably put 2 spinners. Yeah. So Charles is an obvious choice. And I'll probably go with 3 spinners. In fact, 3 seamers. Sorry. Bhuvaneswar is a definite one. Tina Trajan is one. And the last choice will be like kind of split between Deepak Chahar or Shardul Thakur. But I feel like Thakur is kind of like iffy here and there at the depth, whereas Chahar is kind of like a what do you say, like a frontline bowler. He bowls like in the first few overs, but I think because we are like kind of sorted at the dead with Bhuvaneswar Kumar and Natarajan, they'll kind of go 2 overs at the dead. So
So I'd like to put 1 point forward for your lineup because you said that Shreyas Iyer is going to play. That means Pant is not in your starting lineup, and that means KL Rahul will be wicket keeping. Is that what you're planning on?
okay, I completely forgot Punt. I don't know why. I'm not sure why Punt wasn't in this lineup anyway. Okay, so
Yeah,
probably
because Pant was not in a good form, right? Pant was not in a good form. Therefore, we had KL Rahul wicket keeping. But now that he's in good form, I think Shreyas Iyer goes out and Pant comes in.
yeah. So that'll probably be it. So Rohit Sharma, Dhawan, Kohli at 3, KR Rahul at 4, Hardeep Pandya at 5, Pant at 6, Sundar at 7, Chahal. I would probably add Akshar Patel as well because he gives an all round. He has an all round game. And the 2 seamers in Bhuvaneswar Kumar and T Natarajan. Although I feel Kohli would be tempted to go with a third spinner because we all know how he loves seamer because we all know how he loves to play with fast bowlers. So
And I think that fast bowler is also going to be Saini because he's got that relation from RCB. I know that it never comes down to that, but he's got a good relation with Navdeep Saini and he trusts him. I know that it's not about, that he plays for RCB and something like that, but even when, Dhoni was back captain, he used to, because he's got a good connect and he's played so many T20s across the IPL season, he went on and picked someone from the CSK gang. Even Nehra came back into the picture when he was playing for CSK. So, yeah.
Saini went at 5 per over even the test matches. What does that say?
Yeah, I understand that, but T20 is his forte, right? So T20 is something where
Yeah.
he can come out clutch.
That's true, but
Okay,
you know,
so
if you see between Deepak Chahar, the Natarajan, I'm sorry, Deepak Chahar, Sadhu Thakur, and Navdeep Saini, I would pick Deepak Chahar because, see, the first thing we are lacking is being consistent in the power plays, which we lacked in Australia as well. You know, picking up the top order is very, very important. And for the death bowling, we have Suryakumar Yadav. It's pretty much sorted out. So we needed someone who is very good in power play. And neither Saini nor Thakur is good in that. They are not wicket takers in the power play, whereas Deepak Chahar can bring you that swing, the early swing which he can bring. So the first 3 overs of Deepak Chahar in the power play, along with Sundar with the couple, and then maybe give Bhuvneshwar Kumar or Natarajan over in the power play. It's going to be really, really tough for the England to play them. So that's why I preferred Deepak Chahar over Natarajan. I'm sorry, over Shardul Thakur or Navdeep Saini. But yes, as he said, maybe Navdeep Saini could get the upper hand because Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Deepak Chahar are almost like the same kind of bowlers. Both are swing bowlers.
Yep.
Both bowl the same way. Both bowl the same length. Both of them bowl the same pace. But still, I would rather go with Deepak Chahar over compared to Shardul Thakur or Navdeep Saini.
And also one more reason. Yeah. Should I get in one point because
go on.
So yeah, my point is that we are banking on Bhuvi and Natarajan to come in and bowl at the death. But I also feel that Bhuvi in the IPL and he's not had such a great season, so he doesn't do that well at the death. He goes for a few runs here and there. So Kohli would want to have a third option for bowling at the death, so that he can use Bhuvi at the top. He can use 2 or 3 overs of Bhuvi at the top, and then at the death he'll have Saini to bowl because Saini is damn good when he comes at the death in a T20 match. He's got his Yorkers correct and everything. So I think that works out for him. I think that is one point there. I feel Saini will come out as a backup at death, whereas Deepak Chahar will not be able to add as a backup. And I mean, this is something that can happen is that Bhuvi completely misses out on the lineup. It's Deepak Chahar, Saini and Natarajan to start in the first T20. That is also can happen because, Bharat already said that, Chahar and Bhuvi both are very similar, and Chahar has got the experience of playing with this team in the recent times. So maybe Chahar or Bhuvi can also happen.
Yeah, even like while the game is going on, probably if the ball is swinging, probably Bhuvi or Chahar might bowl two up top and probably bowl 2 at the end. And if the ball is not swinging earlier, probably 1 of Bhuvi and probably 3 of Bhuvi at the back end, and like probably something like that, some sort of combinations which Kohli can work out. But we've strained over for almost 40 minutes now. It's been a pleasure having all of you. Hopefully, we have a wonderful series. Thank you all once again for joining. I have pinned both Bharat's and Janush's channel in the live stream. Bharat is obviously doing a channel called Narakkana, which is a kind of a spoof activity of major events in Tamil. And obviously, you all know Janush. If you don't know, I don't know why you don't know. Yeah, and I'll be joining for Janush tomorrow, hopefully for the Chennai Kerala watch along.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. I mean, we've not confirmed it yet, but I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. And thank you, Sachin, for joining us. And thank you for the viewers who have tuned in. This is our first of many live streams. Hopefully, there'll be more and more as the streams go on. And we hope for a wonderful T20 series and see you all soon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's it.
I think I don't know why I get this feel once I keep seeing it. I think like instead of Shreyas Iyer, Suryakumar Yadav will replace him. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Compared to the because we have the squad depending on IPL performance. So depending on IPL performance, Suryakumar Yadav stands top when it compares to Shreyas Iyer. So let's see.
Exactly.
Have a great match ahead. Let's see. The test match starts tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, definitely.
No, it starts 24th, Wednesday. I can't miss that date.
Yeah, exactly. We have to wait 4 days. Yeah, and kudos to Janush for getting a tickets for Ahmedabad T20s. I'm hoping you enjoy that. Even with 50% capacity, are talking about like 45,000 or 50,000 fans. Which
Absolutely,
will
absolutely.
make a huge difference to the
Biggest
players.
stadium in the world for no reason.
Exactly. Like, thank you once again, everyone, and see you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah.